Hello Aquarius, this is your reading for the 1st until the 7th of May 2024. We're going to be looking at something that may have happened recently for you, some current energies you may be experiencing, as well as something else you may need to be aware of, some spirit guidance and some possible outcomes. And then we're going to also grab an intergalactic card for you at the end. So let's just call in the archangels, ascended masters, light beings, and any other spirit guides that would like to be a part of this reading. I always appreciate their assistance and input. And as always, please take what resonates and discard the rest. So let us begin. So Aquarius, this is going to be something that's happened recently. We have the Two of Pentacles, King of Cups reversed, and the King of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So you have the Two of Pentacles is that card of literally juggling. It can be a playful energy, but it's almost like, and these have come up reversed here. So, you know, just recently you perhaps experienced something where you are, you know, oscillating between these two energies of, this is emotion and body. So it could be body and emotion. So your emotions are affecting your health, possibly. And, yeah, possibly. Or your financial situation is affecting the way you're feeling. Okay. Or there may be something that's happened with an asset of yours recently that has kind of, maybe it's been a little bit upsetting or challenging for you. Let's look at some other current energies. So we have the Six of Wands, the Nine of Swords reversed, which is a good sign, and we have the Star. And that's really beautiful because, you know what, Aquarius, this is your power card. So whatever it was that is kind of causing some disharmony, perhaps between, you know, your emotions or on the emotional realm for you, whether that be, you know, friendships, emotional, romantic connections, or what have you, that, and also with, you know, possibly health and or income or an asset that you are, looking at sort of developing, possibly, then, you know, you're kind of in a reasonably okay place with it, because you're not, you know, buying into these, you're not losing a lot of sleep over it, basically. So it's something that you are looking into. The Six of Wands is actually a card of success. This here looks like he's protecting, you know, the people behind him there. So, you know, it could be that you are, that you're either feeling protected, and that would certainly make sense. So you're in your current energy. So you could be, you know, you're feeling protected and looked after. And the Star is actually that spirit connection as well. So you may well be feeling that, you know, spirit has your back in some ways, which is kind of nice. Let's look at something else you may need to be aware of. We have the Fool reversed, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So you're not really in a position at the moment to make any kind of rash moves, and you're certainly not, you know, attempting to do that at all. But here we have your, you know, the internal Queen of Cups energy. So you're activating your intuition, and to, or that's going to be a good thing for you to do, is to just pull your emotions in and just sort of really go through a bit of a consolidation with that as well. Perhaps just consolidating emotions and not to Yeah, to just do some inner observance of the emotional states. You now have the King and Queen of Cups here. This first one, actually, you may well be a little undecided or tossing up the pros and cons or options around perhaps a work connection and or an emotional connection, whether that may be friends or family, or maybe people in those areas have sort of let you down and you're kind of just trying to work out what's going on. So if that is the case, then you are kind of being guided to just take care of your own emotional state. Okay, and here we have the, sorry, someone knocking at my door. Right, I'm going to grab some cards now for your spirit guidance. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so your spirit guidance is actually saying that if you kind of just really focus on your own emotional well-being, so do things that make you feel good, okay? And also perhaps, just making a bit of a plan. But here we have also with your guidance this is a very self-nurturing card, isn't it? It's that Ten of Pentacles. It's like really perhaps create a vision of what your ideal, how you want your life to look like, basically. If you've experienced some upset on the work front or on the relationship front, really start to cultivate that vision of what you do want it to look like and what frequencies and what feeling stage you want to be in. And yeah, I mean, the guidance is to, not, to not then, if these things have been upset, is to not allow that to affect your ability to, trust others, okay? So this is about, not hiding away and not keeping everything to yourself, emotionally too, especially. And here we have the Hierophant in the reverse position. So this is about not dealing with this issue perhaps in the ways that you've dealt with it before if the outcomes have not been good. It's about letting go of tradition and outdated patterns, okay? So you may need to look into doing something different or doing something in a new way. There's something about being original or innovative here in these energies. Yeah. Let's look at some possible outcomes. So Spirit's saying you don't be afraid to do something new or to do something in a new way. But just make sure if you do that you're still looking after yourself, of course. Let's look at some possible outcomes. We have the Justice, okay. Justice will be served. And we have the Ten of Swords in the upright. Yep. And we have the Magician in the upright. Yeah, so so once again, it's like you will have, it's almost like you will be able to sort out what's BS and what isn't, okay? And you won't be, this can be a card of, being a bit dreamy or not like a procrastination card, but because it's in the reverse, you won't be procrastinating, okay, about this for a long time, or it won't this event, whatever's happened, or series of events or connections with people that have kind of put you a bit on the back foot, literally, like on the back foot. I mean, yeah, it's almost like you're not going to have any illusions about it now. You're going to be like getting real, okay? And here we are, like, you know, the justice will prevail. And, you know, because you are, you know, you're giving up on all of those thoughts that are basically stopping you from being authentic. So it's almost like, yeah, if some energies come in to sort of upset your development in some way, whether that be on the work front or whether that be in a relationship, there may be energies that are coming in to upset those things or one of those things, that, you know, you're always connected to source no matter what. Okay, you're always in your power here. And here you are, perhaps with your Queen of Cups, you're actually going inward to get a stronger sense of that. Okay, so, yeah. And, you know, with your self-care, you will come to a position of rightness within yourself and with others, which I believe has to do with your personal truth. We have quite a few swords here. We actually don't have any fire, so it's all about heart, mind, and the manifestation of that. I'm just going to pour. Okay, we're back. Thank you, Aquarius. And yes, so we're going to grab an intergalactic card now for your guidance. I hope that reading's made sense. Yes, let's have a look. Seduction and addiction. Wow, okay. That's interesting. Good old Orion Collective. Let's have a look at that. Number 58. Wow, let's see what this is about. Each time we engage in a habit or thought pattern, it grows stronger. We eventually crave the fulfillment of the habit like a drug. The thought of fulfilling that habit acts like a seduction for the ego. It must engage in this behavior pattern in order to feel normal. This is true for our addiction to polarity, judgment, and categorization. We are compelled to judge everything we see or experience in order to make sense of reality and feel safe. But if our consciousness, and thus our planet, is going to transform, we must learn to resist the seduction of this addiction, which will shift us to a transcendental state. So that's about not attaching to things, isn't it? And yeah, so it's about the physical effect and the emotion that we receive from doing those habitual things, and that we can become attached to. And sometimes those things are not necessarily beneficial or helpful for our soul's evolution. Okay, so that's up to your discernment to work out if that resonates with you or not. I mean, it could be here that, this is almost like, that thing about shall I or shan't I, or do I or don't I, So it could even be that, and this is almost like an energy of, well, there's a potential empowerment here, but there's something that's physically, it's to do with physical or health and well-being or financial, but there's something that's blocking or coming in on top of that. And maybe it's to do with a habitual thought pattern or habitual a habit or an addiction or something. And this is to do with, your emotional mastery. And so maybe once again, there's, a habitual thoughts that snowball into creating certain feeling states that you then become attached to, that's preventing you from, mastering your emotional energy as well. possibly, if that resonates. Because, here we have, we're not going to engage in the thoughts. So it's maybe, Aquarius, this could also be a reading of you overcoming addictions. And it's looking like, it's looking like you are, because, here again, you're not going to be overwhelmed by all those negative thoughts. And, yeah. So, yes, if that resonates, all okay. Yes, but like I say, always with these cards, other meanings may come up for the images for you other than what I'm suggesting, okay? So have a lovely day and a great week, Aquarius, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.